back to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill. Today we're going to be talking about a Jjjjound collab done with New Balance. These two are some of my favorite collaborators I've seen just partner together. So excited to talk about the 990 in the olive colorway. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back to another unboxing and review. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe right now. Give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down below. Hit that notification box. We do have a ton of heat coming out that I don't want you to miss out on. Also, be sure to check out that join button for our amazing membership perks as well as our merch store. As mentioned earlier, we are going to be talking about the collaboration that was done with New Balance and Jjjjound on one of my favorite New Balance silhouettes, which is the 990. This is one of my most worn silhouettes that I own. It is so unbelievably comfortable. So we're going to talk about the overview of these, then jump into size and fit, then talk about how I styled one of my favorite colors, olive, and then we'll conclude with how these are doing on the resale market, which is pretty crazy. I'm also going to bring out my 992s just because this is also a Jjjjound collaboration and one of my favorite, most worn sneakers that I currently own, and talk about how these are blowing the resale market into insane levels. So let's jump right into this overview, talking about this olive tone that we've going on throughout the sneaker. Jjjjound typically does a very neutral monochromatic collaborations, keeps it very, very simple. So I love when Jjjjound decides to do collaborations with New Balance because they're always just right along the lines of my palette. So let's start with the toe box here. The meshing is in this metallic-y kind of olive colorway, which really just hits the light quite nicely. We do have that really, really high quality suede on the front of the toe box here in the olive tone. We do have a darker shade of olive that just really, I think, complements the lighter olive shades. As we work our way up, we have the same exact cream laces actually that we've seen previously on some other Jjjjound collaborations with New Balance. I think it complements quite nicely with that olive tone as well. We do have the New Balance USA in this nice metallic-y silver color combination that's atop that just olive toned mesh tongue. If you're not feeling those cream laces, you do have the option to add in some olive laces for kind of a more just neutral, muted tone. Let's take a look at those details, then move on to the side panels. So working our way to the side panels on the 990, you'll notice that the end is quite large and it is in this nice kind of neutral black tone. I think it really just pops quite nicely off of the underlays of this suede and olive and the mesh underneath in the olive color scheme. As we work our way to the back, we do have that subtle Jjjjound logo on the back there in black atop that nice just metallic-y silver colorway for the heel. As we work our way down, we have New Balance there, which is printed in white on top of metallic silver as well. The The 990 is just imprinted on top of that olive suede color scheme in that silver colorway. The insole has Jjjjound as well in a white tone on top of just a black insole. And the shoe is then completed with a off-white sail, silver and white midsole, and then a black outsole. Let's take a look at those details. So we do have just a very neutral box, just like Jjjjound, just nice, simplistic, and it's just green and white. I did bring out my 992s just to kind of compare the two. It is very similar in the color combination that they've decided to go with. This is more of a darker evergreen colorway, but they do have similar lace ties, which are in that just off-sale colorway. I do feel like these are some of my favorite, most complimented sneakers, and they're very just simple, and I think they've just done such a great job with the 990. The 990 and the 992 are just some of my favorite New Balance silhouettes. I think they're just so comfortable, especially for somebody like me who has high arches. So let's talk about sizing on that note. So I do have high arch no feet, which I decided to go with just my same size that I always do in the 990s, which is a 7.5. I would say these fit true size. If you do have flatter, wider feet, then I would say this could differentiate the size that works best for you. But if you do have a similar foot shape to mine, then stick true size on this one. All right, now let's talk about styling. Again, I love olive tones. I think that this is just such a great colorway. It's lighter, so I feel like I don't have the exact same sneakers I got with the 992. So I love that I'm playing with just different palettes here. And with this lighter tone, I decided to really actually go all out and bring an all over olive look. So Essentials just launched for the first time actually a woman's collection that fits me actually perfectly. It's not very oversized like most of my Essential pieces that I own. This is actually a bit more fitted. So I did decide to get the velour in the seafoam colorway, which is kind of a olive tone as well, which I think complemented the sneaker quite nicely for just a monochromatic look. So I wore the shorts with the matching sleeveless top. For the second look, I decided to go with a little bit dressier theme. So this time I wanted to go pretty abstract with the pattern on this dress. It was kind of different variations of green hues. I think that you can really go all out with different greens and mixing and matching. And I think that this just really made the shoe just a little bit more of a fun shoe, even though it is just more muted. I think that it complemented that really abstract dress quite nicely.
Tout s'est compliqué sans la présence de vous. Aujourd'hui est perdu. Les problèmes seront résolus. Demain tu viens qu'avec le soleil. Demain tu viens avec le soleil.
Look, I decided decided to really layer it up with different green hues. So I wore some darker evergreen leather shorts. I then wore a crew neck and a different type of olive green. I layered that with just kind of a seafoam green blazer. And on top of that, I actually decided to layer again with a khaki olive tone for the jacket. And I think that all of those greens just really complemented the shoe quite nicely.
La présence de ton aura, ton énergie aveugle la nuit, le climat a changé, j'ai tout ce qu'il me faut, je pars.
All right, that's it for those 3 looks. Let me know down below what was your favorite out of the 3 or how would you style these?
Forget them now, cause we make our own moments. And all I know is I need you close. Don't let me down, don't let me go. I'ma tell you now, cause I need you to know. Look, I ain't trying to say some fake shit that's stuck straight, cause I just wanna see you naked. Hey, no cover, no clothes. Yeah, you show how me face it like no one you ever known, and I can't take it. Hey, it's human nature. The thing I really came for was blind. These open eyes when you're so naked, 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 so naked, 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 naked. You know you look good, don't think I don't know this. No filter needed, my only point of focus. When the love let me down, it left me so hopeless. But you fought the calm deep down like an ocean. And all I know is I need you close. Don't let me down, don't let me go. I'ma tell you now, cause I need you to know. Look, I ain't trying to say some fake shit that's stuck straight, cause I just wanna see you naked. Hey, no cover, no clothes. Yeah, you show how me face it like no one you ever known, and I can't take it. Hey, it's human nature. The thing I really came
Now
for.
let's conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So these retailed at $250 and they are currently going between $370 to $540, which for New Balance is really crazy. All right, so just to put things into context and perspective, these 992s, which I was able to cop a little while ago for $200, are on the resale market going between $900 to $2,600. So Jjjjound collaborations with New Balance do tend to do very well, and over time it is pretty crazy to see how high people are willing to pay price point wise, because these are so hard to get and they're so comfortable and they just basically go with everything and anything. All right, everyone, that's it for this unboxing and review. If you're new here today, thanks so much for joining us. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to leave me any comments or questions down below. Hit that notification bell because we do have a ton coming out that I don't want you to miss out on. Also, be sure to check out that join button for our amazing membership perks as well as our merch store. This is ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill. We will catch you all in the next episode.